Hey guys, it's Tiffany of Tough Angel Books, and for this week's video I'm going to be doing a bookish rant on book-to-movie adaptations, and I have a pile of 8 books I'm going to be talking about, none of which are Harry Potter, so sorry to any and all Potterheads who are expecting me to talk about that. Alrighty, so to start off my book-to-movie bookish rant, Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I love the movie, I love the book. Out of the entire pile, I probably love this book to movie adaptation, but there are a lot of things I don't like. Well, no, there's actually a few things I don't like. Like, a couple of the characters I feel were written to be given, well, to be shown in a bad light, and in the movie they're shown in a better light, and I don't think that's actually fair to what the creator made. So there's that. Next book to movie adaptation I'm going to be talking about is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This kind of speaks for itself because there are a few things in here that I kind of wished played out in the movie. It would have turned out a lot better. It would have been a little bit more interesting. It's been a while since I read the book and watched the movie, but I do know that there are a few things in here that I would have loved in the movie. Because, well, let's just face it, John Green is an amazing author. Speaking of John Green, next one is Paper Towns. I hated the way they ended it in the movie. I love the way it ended in the book. Because in the movie, it ended openly. It ended on an open ending, which makes no sense, honestly. And in the book, it wraps up like a nice little bow, makes sense, and it works out fully. The next book I have is probably the #1 movie everyone complained about because they did a horrible job on screen. And this is City of Bones, and that is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. The movie was horrible. I absolutely hated it because they combined City of Bones and City of Ashes, which does not work. It does not work. There was no pretense saying that they were going to combine the two until you looked it up on IMDb, considering there were things that happened in book 2 that weren't supposed to even touch book 1. And ugh, it annoys me, but I understand why they did it, but it annoys me because there were a lot of unanswered questions in the movie that I felt could have been better explained. It could have been a lot better done. And, like, I'm very happy that this now has a TV show. I am. Because so far it's doing pretty good, and because it's a TV show, they can expand more, they can play around with the storyline a little bit. But still, the movie to this was... I have the DVD, and I literally watch it when I need a new laugh, when I need a laugh, because to me it's so terrible it's funny. And there is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Oh my god, were there parts in this book that I absolutely loved that were not in the movie. If you've read the book and watched the movie, you know one particular thing I hated that they did not include, and that would have been the telepathy. There is telepathy in this between two characters, and it works and it makes sense, and you know, you kind of understand the bond the characters have almost instantaneously. It made sense. No, they took it out and they rushed like half of the storyline. Well, no, they extended the first part of it a bit too long, and then they rushed it towards the end, which most movies do that, except I kind of wish they went along with this storyline for the movie because it would have made a lot more sense. Speaking of James Dashner, don't even get me started on Scorch Trials. Wait, it's my rant. Of course I'm gonna get started on this. The movie and the book are two completely different things. There are some factors in the movie that do play in. There are some factors in the book that do play out in the movie, but not much. Not much at all, actually. Because, like, you meet Brenda, you meet Georgie, I think is how you say his name. You meet them. Great. But the start and finish of this does not make sense at all, and it pisses me off to no end. Like, I love Dylan O'Brien. He's an amazing actor, and, like, I really wish they did a better job with this. I really do. Next book is Divergent by Veronica Roth. This, just like Perks of Being a Wallflower, was pretty close. The movie was pretty close to the book, and I appreciated that. There were a few things that they took out, but I understood. I just kind of wished a couple of the things were a bit better explained in the movie. Then, let's not forget this. I have been so hesitant to... This is Insurgent by Veronica Roth. I was so hesitant to watch the movie that I didn't watch it until last week, 2 weeks ago. If you separate the two, this is an excellent, this is an excellent book. Insurgent is an excellent movie, as long as you separate the two. But, oh my god, if you did not separate the two in your head, there were so many things that they just brushed over from this storyline to the movie storyline, because there is a line that Peter says that practically goes unnoticed in the movie, although it is a bigger deal in the book. And that is when Peter says, "Now we're even, Stiff." And there is a whole part of the storyline that they just brushed over in the movie, and it was so annoying, and I got so upset. And I'm afraid to see Allegiant or Ascendant, because I'm afraid to see what they did to the storyline, because that is just going to drive me nuts. Now, that is it for my book to movie bookish rant. I really need to get that out, because Insurgent was the most recent book to movie adaptation that I watched. I was so upset and so disappointed that I needed to rant. In the comments down below, I want you to let me know what you think of each of these book to movie adaptations. If you've read them, if you've seen them, if you've done both, let me know what you honestly think. Like this video if you agreed with at least some of the things I said. I post new videos every Thursday, so hit the subscribe button. I am Tough Angel Books on Twitter if you want to follow me on there. Until then, happy reading.